Hey everyone, my name is Antal Meiswinkel. Quite the icebreaker. I use my surname as a conversation starter when I meet new people. So hey, I am part of a business development team working for an engineering firm in the Bay, and recently I was ordained as an elder, part of the Oxygen Life eldership team, which is really a privilege. And I get to share with you today my story of encountering the person of Jesus. And I remember I was living life one way, I met Jesus, and then suddenly I was going another way because I recognized, Jesus, you have the answers of life. And the 7 years prior to coming to know Jesus, my life was actually really good. I had a great job, I had a nice fancy car, a good salary, good friendships. I had a nice home, and I was in a great relationship. And in that time, I decided to pick up triathlon as a sport, and soon I was living for myself, even though I was part of a relationship. I was training a lot, working a lot, and quickly we came to realize that my girlfriend and I were living past each other, even though we were coming to the same home, and we decided to take a break. And I lasted 2 days. I was so broken, and I remember phoning my sister and just saying, how do I fix the situation? And she said something really profound. She just said, you don't understand love. You can't fix it. And she would later tell me that she actually put the phone down and felt in that moment God said to her, your brother is about to make a life and death decision. And she phoned me back and she said, Buti, you need Jesus. And I accepted. I was hopeless. I needed hope. And I just said yes. And I prayed the sinner's prayer, which is basically just saying, God, forgive me for my sins. Forgive me that I have taken control of my own life. Right now, I surrender and I ask that you would take over. And that's exactly what happened. And soon after that, I was meeting with one of the elders of Oxygen Life Church, and he was just explaining what this relationship with Jesus looked like. And it was kind of new to me, and it was really strange because I was brought up in a Christian home. And that just made me realize by association, I'm not a Christian. I needed to have a relationship with Jesus for myself. And I remember leaving there, filled with hope. I knew that he was speaking truth. And the next morning I was like, how do I start my Christian walk? Do I pray? Do I read the Bible? And I remember getting onto my bed and Jesus just showing me, how I had built my own life. The good life that I thought by the world's standards was actually offensive to him. And I was a product of divorce, and that had affected me, whereas previously I thought, can't touch this, I'm okay. I had bad relationships. I needed to restore things, and immediately after recognizing those things, I went on a path of just seeing those friendships and relationships restored, asking for forgiveness, forgiving people. And there was just such a sense of freedom that I was living in. I even moved in with my mom, a 29-year-old, but I had nowhere else to go, and we needed to restore our relationship. And I just remember praying early on in my Christian walk, Lord, I don't want to be a Christian because everyone around me says they're Christians. But when people meet me, they need to say, something is different about you. And I remember just talking to people in my workplace, and they were like, you are different. And I was like, I know, right? I've met Jesus. It wasn't the good coffee that I had in the morning, or a new diet, or a new training schedule, or a great weekend partying. No, it was that I had encountered Jesus, and God added me to Oxygen Life Church, because that's what the word says. He says, I take the lonely and I place you in family. And I had left everything behind, actually, my sport, all of those things. And I was just like, Lord, I need to pursue you, because I said earlier, he had the answers. He had the answers. And I really needed those people, because soon after coming to know the Lord, there was just so much testing in my life, and I needed godly men and women around me to point me to the truths of Jesus, to encourage me, and to see me walk into all that he had for me. And that's what the Lord says, like, you will have trouble, but don't worry, because I have overcome the world and you do life through me. And I'm a firm believer that as Christians, as believers in Jesus Christ, we should be filled with joy. And I must say, I carry with me such contentment, such hope. And it's been the most amazing thing, actually laying down the things that I thought had attained a worldly standard, which showed I'm okay. But actually coming to knowledge of Jesus just showed me how much greater a relationship with him was. And I want to encourage you with that, to say, if you feel like you've built around you a great life, but there is still something missing, I can tell you now, friends, it is Jesus, the living King. And He wants to come into your heart. He wants that you would surrender your life to Him, that He might take over and show you, on this short time we have on earth, the true value of purpose and a relationship with Him. And I really hope today this has encouraged you, and feel free to reach out to me, because I know this will be up on Facebook, and I'd love to have a conversation with you about the goodness of my relationship with Jesus and the availability of that relationship for you. Ciao.